Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This makes it up to the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grass for one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 18, ready, 18, ready. 19, light.
Throw here, 3rd down. Looking slant route, complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. That's going to be good for an LA first down.
And the Rams first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
And also be gone. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buying some time right. The pass is tipped, and they'll get to it for the interception. And the Panthers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Catch made by Chiba Hubbard. And they haul him down just a foot or gets him shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Yards on the play. That's another Panthers first down.
Daniels on first down. Buys time, rolling right. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Rams' 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yards to go.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Back to work after throwing the pick. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27. Working quickly here.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will. Get the first as they touch him down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19, 18.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
That's good for a Panthers.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Rolling on 1st down, Daniels. That's for Waddle again. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here.
6 yards. That's another Panthers.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Daniels now on 1st down. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
19, 19 right.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone now. Catch made. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers Panthers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now throw to start the drive. Into traffic, complete! And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw this one. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here's the snap on 4th. Forced out to his right. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I'm certainly not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch, a whole bunch of bodies around him.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this.
On the set.
Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Chased out to his right. He's got it. And they're going to be sacked with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 20-zip lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Now give left side. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Offensive line fast.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Rams.
So first down from the 41. Throwing off the play fake. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Sticking to the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets it to the 48. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in Ottawa. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing from the gun. On the move, hit it right. He's keeping it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Takes the second down snap. He beams one deep right side. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. So 2nd and 5 on deck. And as we've reached our 2-minute warning, it's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 44-yard line.
Again, Daniels to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
To the air again, Daniels. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Hawk 70. Let's go.
To throw again, it's Daniels. That's complete. Sanders has got an outright. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers both racing them to the halftime locker room. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. We'll remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights, and the Panthers grow their lead yet again. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Goes to the hurry up here.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down. Offense in the hurry up here. They're going for this. He's got a man left. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4.
He's got it near the 8. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. 1st down, play action. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready, go!
To the air on third and long. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth. He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the play list.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Panthers secure that kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Yeah. Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give him a key. Then it's only me. Wait till it. Wait till it. Wait till it.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Hey. Cougar 19. Let go.
Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Ready. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He finds Sanders. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
13 yards on the play.
Trap 60.
That's good for the Panthers.
Daniels on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
At the 15-yard line.
On second down, it's Hubbard. Has some room to work. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers continue adding on to that lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Give now to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Back-to-back carries here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Throw here, third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
19, 18, 65.
Fourth down, pass coming. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready? Blocking 18. Ready?
Daniels from the pistol. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Ready?
Play action now with Daniels. Brought in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions.
Daniels, third and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. With some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Bone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They kick the running back in motion. Back now, pressure coming. Has him running the comeback. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And they get to him again. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
A loss of 7 yards.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. This is a heater going deep. This is caught inside the 15. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. Throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Number 89. Brings up second and goal at the Panthers 7-yard line.
Setting up, second and goal.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Go.
They'll send him up the middle. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got third and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do.
He goes. The Panthers got him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Warrior 70. Take off.
They'll throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams putting up points in a game decided. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
They're going down swinging. We see here getting ready for an onside kick. And the Panthers secure that kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
18, hey.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers moments away from a 2-0 start.
On the set.
Second and 3 now.
70 Timberwolves. Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Get up.
Hubbard again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Third and just 2 to go.
Brings up third down and 2.
60 by 79. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has it down close. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Panthers tack on 7 more to their lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Forced out to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Get him, get him. Let's go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL case before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They're going to pass it here. Dumps it off to his running back. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
3rd down and 12.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18.
Watch twins.
18, Rattler, 18. Ready to go.
To throw again, it's Daniels. That's him on the quick hitter. And he won't make the marker. If they rally to him in time, that's going to be a turnover on downs.
On any 4th down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
After the The incompletion. They come up on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though, with 15 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Dump off caught by his back. Down the sideline past the 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
70, let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On play action, here's Howard. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.